Hello, everybody. My name is Rylan Warner. I'm an associate attorney here at Joseph and Hall. I am here with Jennifer Howard. Hi, Jennifer. How are you?
Hi, doing great. How are you?
Good. I'm doing well. I'm doing all right on a Monday, but we're making it through. So we are here for our weekly Facebook Live and YouTube live stream as well. We're on YouTube as well for the Parole in Place program, and we are officially 1 week out. They will begin accepting applications on the 19th. So that is next Monday. What are the applications, Jennifer? Do you know what the application is?
We don't know. So we still don't have the Federal Register notice. We still don't have the forms. I was actually looking at the Form I-131 last week, which is what military parole in place uses.
Mhm.
And I was looking at the form questions and like, they're definitely going to have to update these because it doesn't ask about, your presence in the United States, your relationship. It's a very basic form. Even for military parole in place, we have to write in military PIP and then fill out certain
Yeah,
things. So yeah, we don't know what's like. We expect a new form and we don't know the filing fees.
yeah. I'm really hoping
Yeah.
that they take the I-131 and they make a new form, like an I-131A or something like that, that is used specifically for this. Because the I-131 on its own already has a bunch of questions that are meant for all different types of applications, and it can be very confusing. So I hope that they make one specifically for this program. So if people can look at it, they know what they're supposed to be filling out and where they should be putting the information. But for now, we still don't know the form. We've been saying over and over and over again, we want people to file as early as possible, be one of the first applications on the very first day that they'll accept applications. I I'm starting to honestly become doubtful whether that will even be possible. I mean, we're a week
Mhm.
out and we don't know what the application is. So, like, I
Yeah.
don't, it's 100% possible that if they release information very soon, we can prepare these applications and get it all together to be filed on the 19th. But if they don't tell us with enough lead time, I just don't see how we're going to be able to do it. But hopefully, we'll see. What do you think about that, Jennifer? Do you think we're running out of time? Do you think it's still possible to get an application in on the very first day?
I think so. We've been doing document collection fee agreements. So we've been doing that. A lot of my current clients, we've been doing that. So we're ready, at least as far as evidence goes, the goal is we're ready to go by Monday. So
Yeah,
that way, if we do have the forms, we can try to put the forms together as quickly as possible. But again, if we don't have forms till Monday, it's going to be tough.
yeah, yeah.
And I've seen a lot of chatter on like various immigration lawyer listservs and things about people don't think we're getting the forms until the 19th because that's like the 60-day window from when the announcement was made, I
Mhm.
think. So,
Yeah, it is. It is.
yeah,
Yeah. So uh,
we'll see.
we'll see. We'll see. And yeah, it is. We've been working with clients to prepare all of the evidence that we possibly can. But um, other than that, we're just still waiting here. I see that we had a comment from the Green Thumb Girl saying good morning, abogados. So if you have any questions, Green Thumb Girl, please feel free to ask us. But yeah, we're here just to talk about the Parole in Place program, but ultimately we don't have a lot to say today, unfortunately. So if you are or you know of the spouse of a U.S. citizen that has been in the United States since June of 2014 through the present, and you were married prior to June 19th of this year to that U.S. citizen spouse, and you don't have a whole lot of criminal history. I mean, we still aren't 100% clear on what kind of criminal bars there might be. They do mention it, but they don't say specifically what kind of criminal history might be disqualifying. But if all of those things apply to you, you've been here for 10 years, married to a U.S. citizen, don't have a whole lot of criminal history, but maybe you do. And also, importantly, you were not initially admitted or paroled into the United States, then you are eligible, as far as we know, to file for this Parole in Place program. The purpose of it, we've said it over and over again, is to help people get what's called a lawful admission or entry or parole to the United States so that people can then seek adjustment of status from within the United States rather than having to do consular processing abroad. So that's the purpose of this program, if you weren't aware already. And if you think that you're eligible for it or you have questions about it, feel free to ask us questions or schedule a consultation for us. We're going to continue doing these live streams, I think, even through, so they are accepting applications. The first applications they will accept on the 19th, which is Monday, the following Monday. But for now, we just have to wait until, so we will continue be doing these Facebook live streams as the program continues to go on. At least that is my understanding of our communication with the public, is that we will continue talking with you guys, providing you updates as we learn of them. On Monday, it might be a very pop-in Facebook Live. So we might finally have access to the forms and be able to actually go through them with you all and give you more clarification on that. But for now, we're just going to have to wait. I see Green Thumb Girl says she's curious and a little nervous that there's nothing in the Federal Registry. Is that normal? Jennifer, is this normal for there not to be anything in the Federal Registry at this point, a week out?
I mean, yes. I would say yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, normal, maybe not, but I don't think it's something to be nervous about. I think the government, they're trying to throw together a program quickly, and there are logistics that I'm sure have to be worked out. We were hoping for Federal Register notice publication by August 1st. I know a lot of people were hoping for that day. The reason 60 days is notable is sometimes there's a 60-day like public comment period or 60-day notice period when it comes to federal regulations and federal notices and things like that. So I think that's why people are like, okay, maybe it'll be 60 days to give people that public comment window. But that is also speculation. So it's all just, I feel like it's all speculation at this point.
Yeah. And I agree with you. I don't think there's necessarily anything to be nervous about with the program. I think they are, it does seem that it's kind of pulled together at the last minute. They announced this without first having that Federal Registry notice together, or who knows, maybe it is this public comment thing that they're allowing the 60 days to elapse. But I think more than anything, it's just frustrating because for people like us that we want to get ahead of the ball, we want to get everything filed as early as we can. We're just unable to. We have our hands tied. But as long as we get the forms and we get the Federal Registry notice, we'll just have to do it when we can. And, until then, all we can do is gather that evidence and not try to worry about it too much. It's a great opportunity for people if we can get this granted for folks. We were feeling at least, well, never mind. I won't even go into the whole lecture thing, but I was going to say I'm more hopeful than I previously was that it might continue on into the next administration. But again, that's still unknown too, and that's not accounting for federal litigation as well. So still want to get it filed as quickly as we can. But for now, we'll just have to wait and see what they put on the Federal Registry notice and get going when we can.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that notice will answer some of our questions about like if you're subject to the permanent bar, can you still get a work permit through this? Because right now that's still an unknown, and we're still collecting documents for those people. But with the caveat being you might not be eligible. Because there is a piece that says and is otherwise admissible on the USCIS website, and so we're like, okay, we'll wait and see. So hopefully, when the Federal Register comes out, it will answer a lot of those questions, and I'm sure the WhiteHouse.gov will have like a press release on that, and I'm sure USCIS will also have like an FAQ, frequently asked questions page. I mean, they tend to do that when there's a big update. So hopefully, the day that happens, we should have some answers, and maybe that's what they're waiting on. Is USCIS is coordinating with the Biden administration. I'm sure there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on that they want to make sure it's airtight for litigation, probably too.
And I'm sure, well, I shouldn't say I'm sure, but I'm also very hopeful that that specific point of whether people are perm barred or eligible for this type of, for at least the work permit, will be addressed explicitly. But we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I hope so. But yeah, in the meantime, people should, collect the documents showing 10 years of physical presence, your marriage certificate, if you've had any arrests, and even if it's been dismissed, sealed, expunged, like still get those records, because for USCIS, for federal purposes, they still want to know about those. They're sealed to the public, but not to the federal government. And then I've been telling my clients too, just save up money. We don't know how much the filing fees are going to be, so just try to put away every dollar you can, so that you're not like, oh, okay, I have all my stuff ready, but I don't have the money for the filing fee.
Yeah.
Because it's also to be determined, like, is there going to be a fee waiver? We don't know. There's a lot of things we don't know. So.
Yep. And previous, like under 245 the waiver for, which I know it's totally a different type of case, but if you previously had a labor certification filed on it and it was a way to kind of cure an immigration status before, the waiver fee, it's $1,000, I think. Is that right?
1,000.
Yeah, so maybe we'll see a similar amount of filing fee for this process, maybe not. I would hope it would be less, but that is a type of fee that they have required before for kind of similar, not the same circumstances, but kind of similar circumstances previously. So,
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not seeing any other questions. You're welcome, Green Thumb Girl, for answering your question. And we will be here again on Wednesday for a stream in Spanish. So if you've made it this far and you weren't sure what we were talking about because you only speak Spanish, we'll tune in on Wednesday and we will be able to answer your questions then. But otherwise, we'll have another stream on Monday at this same time where if we don't have more details by then, man, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But thank you for joining me, Jennifer.
Of course. And thank you, Green Thumb Girl, for being our sole question answer. We appreciate it.
Yes. All right. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.